just saying random numbers. This hangout is live, and my nose is suddenly itching. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Welcome to the ninjacast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm one of your two hosts. I'm Darren J. Gendron, and with me is the one, the only, Obsidian Abnormal.
That's me.
I like how I'm even pretending that this has any professionalism whatsoever. This is the ninjacast, people. You know how it goes down.
Well, what I really love about it is that normally I don't think anybody really gets to listen to this introduction like while it's being done.
Never
like, maybe
live.
Later on.
Yeah, this is definitely I caught it online. Oh, I can even. Oh, my mustache is looking good today too. Yeah,
You're having a good mustache day.
I'm having a good mustache day. I'm liking it. But no, this is actually 100% positively just for the people who are going and finding it on YouTube. So hi, YouTube viewers. How dare you not? How dare you not randomly memorize when our chaotic ability to put a podcast up is going to be? Because this is the not scheduled one. This is whenever we can turn things on, and we want to turn things on, baby.
Today's delay is my fault, by the way. In case anybody's wondering, like anybody's going like, "Oh, damn you, Dern, you." No. Today's delay is actually my fault.
The funny thing is I do have like at least 20 minutes of delay was my fault, but you were so far more delayed than me that my delay just completely steamrolled by it.
Yeah, it was my fault. I wish I could say it's not going to happen again, but I just won't.
Yeah. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We're back to doing the ninja casts. We're definitely going to try to get at least one of these in a week, and to make up for some lost time there, try to get 2 a weekend. Okay, not this week.
Do we actually have any viewers today?
We now have one viewer in right now.
Yeah,
one.
I bet it's a bot.
It could very well be a bot. Yes. All right. I'm not even going to go over the Q&A system just yet. We're just going to let people trickle in. Get that nice trickle going.
Kind of hoping that whoever got online just knows the comings and goings of it.
Yeah. So what are we working on today, O?
We are working on the Katrina.
Katrina.
Yes.
Now this is tied to a joke that I was making when I realized what our two biggest selling prints are. Shoot, we need to go over that too. Like, where did we make that joke? O and I got to actually be together. They couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. This past weekend, we actually were at lovely Acon in Dallas, and I just do need to do a very quick shout out. Oh my gosh, thank you, Texas.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I ever thought I was ever going to say those words, but yeah, Texas, you guys represented. You came out. We got to meet so many of our fans there. We got to make new fans. We got to do terrible things. The Cliff Notes version is that Sunday morning when I'm taking my morning constitutional, I looked down, and a crumpled up dollar bill fell out of my underwear.
It was a very special time for us. Yeah. There will be a sort of write-up about it in tomorrow's comic, but
you're doing that.
Yeah, of course that will be from my point of view, so it might not make Dern look like the best human being.
Wait, what did I do?
Well, you do a lot of weird stuff when you're drunk, Dern. So.
Yeah. Wait, when I'm drunk?
Yeah, you're not a good drunk.
I was going to say, when was I drinking?
Were you drunk? Well, that's the point. See, you never remember these things.
Oh, man. The actual thing is, I do remember twice getting like one glass of wine. I think that was what I did this weekend.
Well, yeah, that's the way you remember it.
Man. I guess we.
But in any case, it was fun. It was a weekend of fun and love and learning. And what did we learn?
I learned that I could give a lap dance to another person with a third person riding piggyback on top of me.
That is a very important lesson to learn. It is.
Yes.
Pixie, you're very hot.
Oh! I
Yeah.
learned that I'm a better artist than you.
Oh yes, you did. Do you want to tell that story?
Shoot. I kind of want to just tease that and come back to it a little bit later.
Okay. Well,
It's later. It's later.
well, teasing it to it would be Dern and I were in an art competition, and he won against me. Like he didn't win, but he
I
ended
was
up in a
runner-up.
better.
I was
Yeah,
runner-up, and O
he
took
did better
third.
than I did. Yeah.
Yes. It was
So
one of those iron artist type sketch-offs, and they, for some reason, added me to this event. And I kind of look at the organizers and I'm like, you realize I'm not the artist. Like, everything on this table is O, and he's a crazy person, and he's not human, and he'll be great. Like, I thought that you were going to win it. Quite honestly, I am completely let down that you failed the Scallywags and did not win Iron Artist.
well, um, I guess we proved a lot of we learned a lot of things in this event, and one of the things we learned is that artistic skill is not necessarily what will.
Not even close to what you need to win in an Artist Alley event. Like, any of those live art sketch draw type things where they limit the artist down to like 5 minutes to get something on paper, or even less than that, you're pretty much, it's not what you put on the paper, but how you put it on the paper. And like, and we're basically trained monkeys on a stage, so we're interesting to watch. So of course we were both going to make it to the semifinals. Although in fairness,
We both lost to the same guy,
we both lost to the same guy.
and in our defense, we lost to one of the most adorable human beings.
Oh my God, he was so adorable and polite. Like, you felt bad if he was going to lose. Like, yeah, but
Yeah,
but
you
in the
just
first
like
round,
I didn't want him to. I would have felt bad winning against.
it's like you win the cup and you're just like, no, you sir, you please.
Yeah, please.
He was basically Totoro.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying that because he was Asian, but because he was just big, adorable. I think he worked for Antarctic Press. So he was talented, and he knew what he was doing up there, and he was just a nice guy. Yeah, you wanted him to be happy.
Yeah, this we're in no moment like being the sore losers and saying like we let him win or anything.
No. He trounced the crap out of me. Your fight was close. It was extremely close. I could not tell by crowd applause who won your fight.
But the issue is like the guy when it comes to just like being lovable, the guy just it was kind of like in many ways competing against Lar. It's like you can't compete in lovable against
He's
Lar.
a lovable, huggable guy. You just can't do that.
So you can't help but just want him to win. I even wanted him to win, and I was up against him.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, we'll give you more details on the comings and goings of this.
I was gonna say, with Iron Artist, we pretty much have it covered. I don't know how much of a blow-by-blow we want to give. I was particularly proud of my ability to mix the topics Turtle Shell and World War I to get a Mario drawing where he's got like the German spiked helmet and he's throwing a turtle shell and he's kicking a turtle shell as Mario does, and suddenly shouting out, "It's a me, the Kaiser!" And I don't know why that tickled me. It was so.
I was particularly proud of my ability to make up limericks on the fly.
Yes. I'm just like, and you actually at one point asked me for help on a limerick, and I'm like, I got nothing. What do you think I am, the writer? I'm the artist.
Yeah. So
that's our new rules.
That's kind of weird. You out-arted me, and I out-wrote you at this competition. And I guess that's just you should be occupying my seat right now.
And you mine. So I will be flying to Colombia because that's where the artist has to live.
Yeah, yep. True.
Yeah, you get a nice, lovely, sunny California office to hang out in. Yeah.
Well, it's spanking hot here, so I'm guessing it can't be worse.
Oh, it is gorgeous outside.
Oh,
so naturally, I have everything closed up, and I'm just kind of quietly, hiding indoors in air conditioning, and that's yeah. The only reason I have the air conditioner on is so that I don't have to have the fan on.
And it makes so much noise. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a noise thing. I do this for you people. I destroy the environment so that we can do this. So, gosh.
Well, the energy for the fan has to come from somewhere anyway.
Well, yeah, but it's a drastically different amount. Well, it's not drastic. I'm babbling. Yes.
Yes,
But
yes, you
save
are.
the environment, kids, because I'm going to be terrible about it. Why are you not sharing like a screen with us, Oh?
Oh shit, I'm not.
Yeah. I'm like, we could do
why?
heads,
Why
but
are
I
you
think
just
the
telling me
people-
this now?
I
Like,
thought you just wanted to show off your background and stuff. Like, I mean,
what?
okay.
The mirror up behind me? No.
All right, let's go screen here. Okay.
Oh man.
I thought we were doing just a really slow intro today. I didn't even realize you were started yet. So yeah, that's exactly wow. Yeah. So one of the great things about the show this weekend is that it's marking the first show where we were able to phase out almost all of our pop culture mashup stuff at this point. Like, people are coming up to our table not because we're the guys with that funny Sesame Street joke or that old Oregon Trail joke, but because it's scallywag stuff. I mean, it's our board game, it's our poker decks, it's our children's books, but then our centerpiece was, in fact, the Bone Breakers. Very excited about that. Oh, tell them about the book and use lots of long words because my mom is calling, so I'm going to mute real quick.
Oh, okay. Do we even have people? Okay.
Yes, we have people. I'm muting.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, this weekend we launched our. Hey, Pixie. Okay. So this weekend we launched our first book, The Bone Breakers. I mean, it's not our first book. We've had several books before, but this is our first comic book. You've all probably heard about it for a while. The Bone Breakers Book 1. It was I would like to call it something like a pre-launch. Basically, we got a very limited amount of copies. We showcased them there at Dallas and at Acon Dallas, and we basically got to see how people reacted to our book, and we were very satisfied. People really, really, really seemed to enjoy it. I mean, there were some people that actually had already read the comic and therefore arrived already with the idea in their heads that they wanted it. But at the same time, a lot of people would just see it for the first time and kind of decide that they really wanted to have that book. So that was a lot of fun. Very interesting. Very special for us because we got to kind of see how people reacted to it and what kind of response we got. So that was definitely a very eye-opening experience, and like I said, I like to call it our pre-launch. I'm guessing our official, like, full-blown, there's enough books to sell to everybody launch would be what?
I'm hoping that we're going to be fully launched, selling to everybody, and getting... Now, this is awkward because it means that our sketch pre-orders are actually going to be some of the last ones sent out, but we will set those aside from the first official printing. But the full launch, I'm hoping, will be for the American Library Association show, which is in 15 days.
Which this print is being made especially for.
Yes. We've noticed that not only do our art prints tend to sell very well, but particularly art prints with Katrinas and art prints with cats in them tend to sell very well. So we decided, let's make, almost as a joke, we needed to make a Katrina.
Yeah, Dern loves his puns, so...
Yes. It's one of those things that I've always been hesitant on. Like, if it was a cheese, I would have hands down suggested this to you, but I never wanted to, like, interfere with the daily sketches.
So, but nevertheless, it's a fun idea. Immediately after Dern told it to me, I was like, yeah, I got to draw that.
Yeah.
That's something I want to draw. So, yeah, there's definitely something I would enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so by the way, anybody listening and interested in knowing like why the pre-order books are being
Yes.
delayed, it's because I or normal done fucked up.
Page 88 had a error on the art that we were not happy with, and it was just a matter of the layers being slightly missorted. Yeah. And yes, we are that level of perfectionist on the stuff that we do.
Pages, so we had to basically fix that.
Now, to be fair, I mildly fucked up on the spine. I didn't like the size of the text on the spine, that it was slightly too tall for how narrow the spine was.
Well, yeah, so
Yeah.
we basically we had to fix my mistake. We took the chance to fix, like okay, now that we're
Yeah.
gonna fix this, let's fix this other one,
Yeah.
and that's basically what delayed the thing a little bit. But we did get to sell these very special kind of first edition printing books.
Zero edition books, yes.
Yeah, at
And
Texas
yeah.
A-Con, and I love the way people responded to it. It was
Oh
just
my gosh, it
so much fun.
was just the fact that when they had it in their hands. Okay, from a business perspective, like this is our ninjacast, we could talk behind the scenes on this type of stuff. Uh, I constantly freak out about what price our stuff is worth. As an artist, valuing your work is damn near next to impossible, and for me as the business manager of an artist, that's supposed to be what I bring to the table. So I'm constantly studying it, tinkering it, adjusting it, and it got to the point where I was figuring it out. Like, I was nervous because it was a $20 book. It's 135 pages. Its price point is going to stay at $20, just because of the sheer size. But I was always worried that people would feel that it's not worth 20 when they touched it, and that never was a question at this show. It was how fast can I get the 20 out of my pocket and hand it to you guys for this book.
Yeah, that was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. And so, do we have anybody like with questions or stuff like that? We
We
basically
do have
just keep
viewers. Did
patting
you
ourselves
explain
on.
how we can take questions? Because we can
Oh,
take questions. If you post a question on the YouTube, there's an outside chance that I'm not going to spot it. But if you sign in through the Google Hangout, there is a question and answer app that is right there for you guys to click on. And if you do that, I will burp, and you can just straight up ask us a question directly.
so yeah, because I would definitely like some questions because I wouldn't want this to be the we pat ourselves on the back show.
No, no, this can be the we had our. I just want to like I don't mind. I don't think the people would mind. Here's the deal: if you don't ask us questions and force us to change topics, we're just going to talk about what we did in Dallas. So, and I think people might like that. I'm going to guess. So, yeah, you have the power to stop us,
Oh,
but
you
you don't
guessed
stop
wrong.
us. Hmm?
Oh, you guessed wrong.
Oh my God, how depressing would it be if we suddenly got like 20 questions flooding in? Like, just shut up already.
I don't think people would be holding back just out of sheer respect because oh no they're talking right now, let's not send a question.
No,
I don't think that would be the case.
no. I mean, if they're taking it as a full-on threat that I'm daring to say that all we're gonna do is talk about guest life. Yeah.
Life.
So this show for me started kind of interesting because uh, while I was sitting in the airport waiting to fly out of LAX, I kind of remembered that I have no wait. It was the day before that. I was going through my phone and realized that I still had that Snapchat installed from when I was at Seattle. And I barely used it then, but I got the idea to actually post this Snapchat handle to my Reddit and say, hey, uh, if you would be interested in seeing our behind the scenes life, follow this account and watch me be stupid. And I would like to think that we lived up to the stupid on that. Yeah.
Well, we could have, yeah.
Amazingly, we went the entire weekend and nobody dick-shotted us. So I think that is the first Snapchat account ever not to have a dick shot sent to it.
Could be. Could be.
So anyhow, they got to see things like me flying, me meeting my driver, very fancy, green room food. I believe the "It's a Me, the Kaiser" shot was posted. I debated posting some shots from the Unleashed X-rated, but I think I resisted that.
I think I
I
resisted.
think I really can't remember all the details of that night. I may have been drunk without even drinking anything. It was shows
It
do
happens.
funny things to you.
It happens. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, you get kind of, if you're walking around a room and you know that everybody is looking right at you, after a while your brain doesn't like that stress, so it starts to make you just straight up feel drunk. And I mean, we're already tired, we're already running out of energy, so we're dehydrated. So that drunkenness, that fake drunkenness, can sneak in very quickly.
Hey, Pixie, what you doing? Sorry, Pixie's,
Cat check.
well, she apparently sees that I'm drawing another cat, and she's not happy about it.
Not happy at all.
No, I don't think she likes me drawing other cats. It appears to be that she does not. Pixie, look at me. You're my model.
Where's my cat? My cat does not care right now. She is on her bed, curled up, and just saying, you know what? You're in the room. There's food, there's water, there's a place to poop, and the air is on, so I'm just going to calmly nap.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Well, she's an old
Pixie's
girl.
How old is she?
Oh, gosh. I want to say 15 now. Yeah.
Pixie's an adult. She's 8. Oh,
Yeah.
almost 9. So, big girl. Okay. Anyway, yeah, this is not cat hour. I'm drawing a cat. Let's not talk about cats.
I don't think we're going to lose our audience talking about cats. Everybody loves cats.
I don't know. I really don't want to be that guy. That's like.
That guy that has 4 cats?
No. That guy that has 4 cats and will not shut up about it.
This is Cat Talk, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to talk about our cats.
Well, if this were cat talk.
Cat Talk.
Now we're gonna make it sexy now that I see. Like,
The funny thing is I'm gonna keep it PG and just not go for the obvious pun because I think it's expected at this point, and I'm gonna just. It's not because I think it's shocking and not safe for work. No, just too expected. No, too easy.
well, this is cat talk, people. And
So anyhow,
today,
I showed up in Dallas Thursday afternoon. Met my driver in baggage claim and kind of disturbed him with the weight of my bags because I pack them tight.
ooh,
We are making it not dirty, right? Yeah.
I never said that. I never agreed to that.
So I meet my driver. I meet the show staff. They drive me over and they help unload my bags and check me into the room. And I noticed they give me like 4 hotel room keys. Took care of a few things like making sure that your badge name was correct. And I just kind of decided at that point to take a nap because I don't handle stress well before a show. I got about 1 hour of sleep before the show started, so once I was actually at the convention center, I was able to relax a little bit, except for the fact that I didn't realize how big Akon had gotten. Like, I had run the numbers on this show maybe 3-4 years ago, and it has exploded in size in those 3-4 years. It's an impressive show and just a gorgeous hotel, but I pretty much just got to the hotel room, passed out, and a couple hours later got like a desperate message on my phone. Just somebody bootlegging some airport Wi-Fi saying, "Dern, I can't find anybody here. What's going on?"
Well, that was nothing compared to the trip back. So.
No, actually, yeah, you got pretty lucky because in that case it was just we needed to. I was your only means of contact to the outside world at this point, so I just had to run down to guest services and say, "Hi, I'm talking on behalf of O." Like I was some sort of imperial speaker for you, and we were able to get the card out to you, and set up the table, and go out to dinner with friends. Pretty uneventful night. The Thursdays are slow. They're like the calm before the storm.
Well, it wasn't like I
The- the-
never. I suppose because I no longer at conventions like do my tour of the convention until like last minute on a Sunday. So I'm guessing I never really get to live like the Saturday rush anymore. Aside that, from my table,
yeah.
and even then I'm pretty mellow about it. So
Well, we have very laid-back fans, so almost to a fault. Like, they will not. If two of us are at the table, and one person is talking to two of us, I could see every now and then like three people just waiting to talk to both of us. Like they want us as a tag team, and it's cute. So we were there for the people.
I think it's cute how you think people want you. That's cute. Nobody wants you; they get you.
They put up with me.
Yeah, like
You tolerate me.
yeah, I am. Oh man, I'm trying to think of some sort of food that you put up with something. I'm gonna actually ask you to aid me in the dissing of you. Like what food has those properties that this part is not disgusting, but what you really wanted the other part, you just put up with this part.
Well, let's see. I would be the big juicy steak. You're the bacon wrapping.
No.
Everybody loves
No.
bacon.
Yeah, everybody loves bacon, but I don't think
Everybody loves bacon, and they think that's what's getting them to go there. But no, I'm the steak. I am the protein. I am the beef.
No, that one was not. No.
Total beef.
Yeah, total beef. Okay.
Yeah.
Beef
There's no
supreme.
way I'm gonna let you no. I'm sorry. If you don't have the diss, I am not going to provide you a diss. No.
Okay. Here's what we are. I am the marshmallow in your Lucky Charms. Like
That's cold, man. You're the marshmallow in the s'mores. That's what you are.
No, I'm the marshmallow in the Lucky
Gooey
Charms. You're
and
like
white
that
iced tea.
cardboard. You're that cardboard. Given, you are the nutritious part of this
Yeah.
balanced breakfast, but like people just put up with you in order to get to the marshmallows.
That's rude, man.
They know it's where substance comes from, but if given a choice.
Well, Thursdays at conventions are fun because it's weird because you get to see me incognito for starters. Like, I won't wax my mustache the day before a convention when I'm just doing setup because I'm probably going to get all sweaty. I don't want to like melt wax down my cheeks. And I was amused to find out that Jenny Breeden of The Devil's Panties, she likes to do a very similar trick. Her famous boots that she has, she doesn't bother wearing those while doing setup.
I got to actually see Jenny Breeden's feet.
It was a surreal thing. Yes, I'm so used to seeing the giant boots.
I didn't even know she had a pair of those.
No, yeah.
I just assumed she was boots.
Just assume that that's just how her feet are, or just boots.
Yeah, just boots. But no, apparently no, and she's actually looking to get some new boots.
Yeah.
I mean, the same but new.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
you got to reboot every now and then.
Oh, you.
You know what's funny? I was halfway through saying that, and I'm like, I'm not making a pun. Oh shit, I'm making a pun.
Oh man, this is like taking a poop. Has no reverse.
It's there.
Like if the poop crowns, it's out.
Oh man, don't talk to me about poop crowning today.
What?
No daddy stories.
Oh, okay, yeah. No,
Frank was constipated. There was much screaming today on that one.
Well, that's lovely.
Yeah. Father of the Year right here. Just cheering him on. You kick that poop's ass.
Oh, well, that's... What could I say?
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry.
Not much. We can just keep going on. Like, Friday, there were some technical difficulties. We didn't get our books in, and credit to our printer. He worked his ass off, and he put all hands on deck Friday, and he overnighted copies to us to make sure that we had something on the table for Saturday. I was amazed by that dedication. But Friday was kind of a slow day for us. We did a couple panels. Apparently, we actually were educational.
So we've been told.
Yeah, I always worry about those panels, especially when we're start screwing off. That and then somebody comes back later and talks about how amazingly informative it was.
Well, the thing is, because a panel is educational doesn't mean it can't be fun.
True.
And
Except sometimes we do burn a panel down to the ground just to watch it burn, and
in my experience, we normally do that if the panel is boring us.
yeah, if it's boring us, then there's no way that the fans like it, right?
Yeah, I mean, like if the people giving it are bored, I don't see how the people listening to it could be any bit entertained. So I really don't have an issue with us. Like I've never, in my very limited experience with conventions, like sabotaged the panel that I thought was going well. And sometimes that burning down just makes it fun for everyone. And
Right.
I don't know. I like to think that we are there to entertain. So, if I don't feel that the people are being entertained, I'll just do whatever it takes to entertain them. That's our job.
Yeah, we're especially when we're brought in at a show as guests. That's always like our promise, and we make sure that we know that we know this, that you bring us in as a guest, we're not going to shut up about the show leading up to it. We're going to promote the hell out of it. We're going to make sure you know that we're going to be at this show, and then at the show itself, we are going to work our ass off. We're going to be there to meet fans, but we're also, whatever the show asks us to do, we show up and do front row and center.
Yeah, we'll do anything.
Apparently. Friday's panels, I'm trying to remember what the topics were. This is where we're terrible, because after I've done it, I usually forget what I've done. We did a teamwork in comics panel, right?
No, the first one we did was humor in comics.
Humor, yes. Humor in webcomics, because apparently we know something about that. Apparently we're funny.
So one would be inclined to believe.
At this point, I'd love to insert a laugh track into this episode, but no. I just don't have one available.
Well, that's lucky for all of us.
Laugh tracks are the devil.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I still can't figure out how they still use them, though. I still can't figure out why anybody would still use them. Like I could see it if maybe if maybe there were people left on the planet that would still be fooled by a laugh track. But right now, I just really can't see their purpose.
Especially when there's so much high-quality sitcom and entertainment out there that aren't using the laugh track. But the problem is that most of the top ones, I want to say, like, the top sitcoms out there for ratings still actually use laugh tracks. And this is me. I'm going to go TV hipster because I don't know.
Well, let's see. Top sitcoms.
Like 2.5 Men or
the
Big
most
Bang
successful
Theory.
comedies on TV right now are Game of Thrones, Hannibal, and...
You say that, but there's some good humor. Well, not this last week's episode. Oh, no. Giant Bow. That was a spoiler for Game of Thrones this past week. That was a nice, funny scene.
I don't think it's a spoiler to say that there was a giant and he had a bow.
Well, now it's a little bit more spoilery. I just called it Giant Bow.
Well, it's a giant and he has a bow. People knew there were giants there, right? Or
yes,
these
giants have been, I think, second season they admitted. Well, first season they talked about giants. I can't remember when Jon Snow was north of the wall first seasons, but no, he didn't go undercover until second season. Second season is when you actually get to see giants.
Thing is, normally when we have a nice convention, we like to have like something to celebrate our victory. Normally it's a soda called Soda Shack.
Yeah.
Best soda in the world.
Well, in fairness, it was Oreo Cakesters like years ago.
at the beginning.
Yeah.
So we eventually changed it to Soda Shack, and this year, we didn't have any of those. But I like to think that our breakfast on Monday morning at the Dallas International Airport was, I don't know if that's international. That airport. I don't think it is.
Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah, I don't think it's
I don't know.
In any case, I like to think that our breakfast that day was our victory breakfast. It was a awesome Mexican breakfast. It was really good. And
It's
during that
technically a
breakfast,
lunch.
okay, but during it, Dern, and by the way, it's not like Dern is some douchebag that just spoiled the whole show for me. I gave him permission. He basically told me everything that happens in Game of Thrones up until where the books are right now.
Well, I gave you a rough overview, especially.
Well, no, I mean, there's
the
things
top
you missed. Like I don't know what happens to the fat dude at the wall. For example.
Samuel. Yeah. Basically, O was in a tender spot. There was a character death this week in the show that was one of his top 3 characters.
So the thing is, I found out like what happens, and
A lot of what we talked about was also we also talked a lot about like fan theories of what is happening. Like there's definitely a lot of obfuscated facts, and it's difficult too because there's a lot of details in this that when the TV showrunners put it together, they clearly they didn't realize these things were being hinted at, or they just skipped over them completely, or they didn't care. For a great example of this is actually Tyrion, and Tyrion being like this pimp of the ladies, and always like lining up the whores. The reality is, in the books, Tyrion makes it kind of clear later on in his life that he was all talk and no show, that he really didn't have a lot of whores. So it was his relationship with Shay was particularly special, and then spoilers.
Well, whatever. Let's stop Game of Thrones here.
Why are we talking Game of Thrones?
Because that is
comedy.
what we
comedy.
Yeah, best comedy on television right now: Game of Thrones and Hannibal. Best comedies, and they don't have.
Hannibal was a cooking show.
It's a comedy cooking show, and no laugh track.
Yeah.
So there you have it. TV, like 2.5 Men. There's a lesson for you to learn. I have not seen 2.5 Men in such a long time.
I think I've accidentally been exposed to like a half episode of it, and I'm like, this is not for me.
I do have to admit though that one of my favorite moments in sitcom television history is from 2.5 Men. Very specifically from its worst, when Ashton Kutcher comes in as the new Charlie. And I have nothing against Ashton Kutcher, by the way. But in any case, well, no, wait, he did get Mila pregnant, and I will never forgive him for that.
Mila's got to reproduce. Come on.
No, that's unforgivable. But in any case,
seriously, that byproduct is going to be hot.
In any case, the Michael Bolton episode is. It's on its as a whole. It's not exactly the best episode ever, but seriously, I think
you told me we weren't going to talk about Game of Thrones. Why are we still talking about the Boltons?
Because, because to me, Ashton Kutcher standing up in a restaurant, turning around to Michael Bolton and just yelling at the top of his lungs, "Shut up, Bolton!" I don't know. I think it's one of the best moments in television history.
I'm a little bit alarmed about how much respect I have for Michael Bolton now. Like, just how self-aware he is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. Like, with...
Lonely Island.
Yeah, that is
Jack
just...
Sparrow.
Yeah. And how can you not love him?
No, he is... He has won a spot in my heart, Mr. Bolton.
Yeah, I love self-aware people.
But seriously, stop playing people. That's creepy.
Which is why at a certain point in my life, I actually had a shred of respect for Justin Bieber.
Yeah, man, did he throw that away fast.
Because he, at one point, seemed to be very self-aware, and now, well, there he is. Little douche.
Yeah. Apparently, more and more secret recordings of him remixing his songs with racist lyrics have been popping up.
Well, I don't know. Apparently, Justin Bieber seems to get into a Twitter fight with whoever badmouths him. So,
Yeah.
go ahead, Bieber. Make us famous.
It was one of those things where, for a while there, I thought he was going to perform the full Timberlake. What was that?
That was my... Okay, here's some news, people. I actually am now the proud owner of a cell phone.
Not just a cell phone, but a smartphone.
Yeah, I actually own a smartphone now.
This fucker spent the entire weekend just going off over and over again about how, oh, I don't need a smartphone. I haven't had a phone since December. It's amazing. One day after getting back to Colombia, he's like, yeah, I got a smartphone.
No, but that... Okay. Of course, nobody's going to believe me now that Dern said that.
What?
But that was the plan all the time. I mean, I never planned to go perpetually without a smartphone. I just planned to see how long I could go. It wasn't hard for me to go without a cell phone. And I'll say this, for example. I have a new smartphone. I have yet to make a call on it.
Nobody makes calls on smartphones. No.
I guess not, no.
No, my parents call me on smartphones, so I do have to, when we're done with the show today, I will have to go and give my parents a call.
The whole thing was basically I knew that I had to get a cell phone, no matter like what kind of cell phone. It could be a simple one, it could be anything. But I knew I had to get a cell phone, and talking, like it's been brought up many times that I should be more active on these internets. You know, like show more photos. Like show photos of my class or stuff like that. And the only way to do that is with a smartphone. So when I went to cell phonery, I saw the only smartphone that probably could have gotten me into the idea, which was the new Motorola G, which is supposed to be their revolutionary smartphone because it's cheap.
That's a good one. Okay.
No, it is. It's supposed to be a smartphone that's revolutionary because it's basically one-upping all the other smartphone producers and showing them like, hey, you know, we can actually do this cheap, and it is cheap, and it's a pretty nice little piece of machinery. I mean, I don't have actually any basis of comparison. I mean, other than Dern's monster phone.
Yeah, I have the Samsung Galaxy, or not the Samsung Galaxy, the Samsung. Oh no, it's a Galaxy. Okay.
It's a Galaxy S5.
It's a Galaxy Note 3.
Oh, okay, Note 3. Okay.
Yes.
So it's not the newest, most expensive Samsung.
No.
That would be the S5, right?
The newest, most expensive Samsung did not have a good enough battery life for me.
Oh.
I'm a very heavy user of my phone, so I based it off of which is going to have the longest battery life.
Which still is not that much. Your phone is constantly dying.
Well, when it gets to like close to 10 to 20%, I'm looking for places to charge it. It never actually died on me this weekend, but I was constantly managing it.
Because I always thought that was kind of weird that you were constantly concerned about your phone dying.
I really don't want to be without my phone. It's a massive part of my brain, so yeah. It's basically, if you were to go full cybernetic, would you be worried about the battery life and recharge of your parts?
Depends.
Which part?
No. No, not. Although, now that you mention it.
I think there would be a sliding scale of which systems, I could do without that one for a while. You know, like your digestional system, like that one can go on standby for a little bit. Just don't eat, you know?
No, what I mean is, like, okay, like when my battery dies, do I lose any of my memory? Is there somebody there to take me home or stuff like that? Or do I just, like, do I lose my memory? Do I have to start over again?
Or are you just on pause for, like, a little bit?
Like, in life? Is this, like playing a rogue? light game where if I die, I have to start over again. Like no, I don't get to keep any of my levels or my
Mhm.
weapons or anything like that. Then I would be concerned. But if it's just like if my battery dies, I just wake up later on and fully charged and didn't really lose anything. Wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Wouldn't mind.
See,
Unless you tell me that the battery dying shortens the battery life.
that could be a problem. Yeah.
But does it?
What, my battery?
Well,
No, no, no.
um,
It's just me wanting to stay in contact. I mean, a lot of it is that, I'm on travel and I'm away from my family. So I would like, if they need to be in contact with me in an instant, I'd like to be able to be in contact with them.
wuss.
Yeah. I
Wuss.
am a big softy.
You no, I think you're an ice cream truck. Mr. Softy.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Said the guy. I like how I'm the softy in this conversation, as you're putting dainty little sleeves on a cat.
So what? Do I...
What?
What?
What? You want to fight about this?
No, this like...
We like to dress up fictional cats. What?
Need I remind you that this was your idea?
I didn't know what I was asking for, to be quite honest.
Drunk again. So you never imagined that asking me to mix a cat with a Katrina would end up in a cat mixed up with a Katrina. That never crossed your mind.
The level of costuming that the cat is in is what's getting me.
Well, I'm not just gonna draw a cat and paint its face. That's cruel. I have to dress it. I have to dress it up first.
I like in your world, putting cats in little tiny outfits is not cruel. Like, your cats are amazingly tolerant, apparently.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. Like, if this was my cat, I would be dead.
Yeah.
I don't know what your cat puts up with, but I'm pretty sure my cat would not stand for this.
No, no. I tried to
No.
dress my cat up as an Ewok once. It did not go well.
Like, I see images of cats on the internet all dressed up and doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
What the? They drug these cats.
Hey, I'm gonna meet you real quick. My nanny's here.
Okay, but am I still on the show? Apparently, Dern needs a nanny. He can't take care of himself, so now he has a nanny. Wonder if people are hearing me. Like I guess you're hearing me. I wonder if we even have any listeners now that I think of it.
My driveway is flooding, ladies and gentlemen.
With love?
Water.
Oh.
Yeah, the groundskeepers came to try to work on the front sprinklers, and I rent this house, so I don't bother touching that, and they broke the main line, so my water is going to get shut off for a while.
Oh, I thought you actually had to go out and fix it.
No, no, screw that. The nanny was just letting me know that that's happening.
Oh, okay.
That's happening, and I have no water for the next few hours. Awesome.
Actually, today's ninjacast is going to be kind of short because
Yeah.
we did start very late. My
Mm-hmm.
bad. But yeah, we're going to have to cut a little bit short on our video.
To be fair, we've already been going on for 48 minutes now.
which is nice. It's a good chunk, but I personally like to keep people company all night long, if you know what I mean.
It's the middle of the day. Oh.
It's nighttime somewhere.
Yes, it is nighttime in Europe right now.
So, like, if you're in Europe,
You're watching the World Cup. Actually, no, I'm willing to bet a good chunk of our fans are not actually watching the World Cup right now.
I hope not.
No. I know we have some that are sport fans and we have some that are not. So, to each their own. We don't judge.
Look, I wish I could say if you like soccer, I respect you, and I don't disrespect you, but oh man, I hate soccer.
Yeah.
And it just started today, and I am getting sick and again, no, it doesn't affect me, so don't bother me by saying that.
What is your country's... Oh, that's Cameroon. Okay. I was trying to figure out what your country's abbreviation was.
COL.
COL, yeah.
But no, I'm just getting sick and tired of seeing people with their Team Colombia T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Those those fucking shirts are expensive.
Yeah.
So these people spent a buttload of money buying this shirt. And here's the thing. Tonight, I'm going to go teach a class, and it's a new group. And I'm willing to bet that some of these new students are going to be wearing the
Yeah.
Colombian soccer
And
team.
I really hate
t-shirt.
to tell you, but I took a quick glance at the group standings because I forgot what your nation's group was in. They're probably going to get out of group, which means they're going to be in the World Cup longer than they could be. Sorry.
Is it July yet?
Not yet. Not
I
yet.
need it to be July. I need it to be July so I can be a happy person again.
You know what's going to make you happy? Going balls deep.
Balls deep.
I did want to announce that on this show, and then we'll talk about it more later. But O and I have a plan. We have a plan for San Diego Comic-Con, where we have promised that we are going to do the stupidest booth ever. And this booth will be called Go Balls Deep with O and Dern.
And we are very committed to this. We are like
we are going to take a kiddie pool that is 8 feet wide, and we are going to fill it with ball pit balls. And then O and I will be in the ball pit with swimsuits on, and letting people come into the ball pit with us to take pictures. And then if they do get a picture taken with us, they can buy a special print that says, "I went balls deep with O and Dern."
Yep.
Yes.
We are not exactly pushing the boundaries of intelligence here, but
No, it is. I'm willing to say this will be the dumbest thing we have ever done.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it.
All right, now a groundskeeper is coming back here. What does she need? No, doesn't need me. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be stupid. It's going to be fun, and we really hope to see you guys there. We got a few more surprises. I will point out that both O and I are on diets lately and exercise regimes to get better prepared for this.
Yeah, I can't promise like washboard abs, but at least we're trying not to be disgusting.
Yeah.
That's what we're aiming for.
We
That,
will,
ladies and gentlemen, is fitness goals with a dose of reality.
just trying to get it so that we don't say, no thank you, no thank you.
Yeah. Like, you know, you go to the gym, they tell you, so what's your objective? My objective is to not be disgusting.
Yeah. Keeping that real, yeah.
So what were you going to say?
I was trying to make sure the groundskeeper didn't tear my fence down. I don't know. I'm going to keep it a little lit on what my wardrobe choice is going to be for the show. Even though I think the funniest thing is okay, you know what? No, let's not keep it lit on it because way too many people just keep suggesting that I do something, and it's really kind of annoying to like set up a really good joke and have someone suggest exactly what you're going to do. So yeah, I'm going to get a 1920s like red and white striped bathing suit, full body. Yeah.
And I'm just going to be in a bathing suit.
Yeah. And
and
we can hide your and.
Yeah. It's because my and is just for when I'm out of the pool. Yes.
Well, I'm probably going to have to get something equivalent to your and, but not nearly as ridiculous. Yeah. So it balances out. But yeah.
Yeah. It's. I'm just really like. It kind of sometimes hits me what we're planning to do, which is spend basically 5 days sitting in a ball pit.
Well, yeah, we'll have the chairs there too. Like I'm most
no,
of the time
I'm not worried about my comfort. I just think about like the absurdity.
It really is the dumbest thing we've ever done.
I feel like one day I will be able to sit with your children because like mine are never gonna.
No, yeah.
So one day I'm going to be able to sit with your children and say, "Yeah, kids, is it okay if I call your children little shits, or is that?
Well, It depends on how much of a shit they're being, but I don't think little is ever going to be the correct description for my kids.
Okay, so shitlings. How about shitlings? What about if they call your
Again, they're going to be taller than you in like 2 years.
Yeah, but they're gonna be younger. Like they're
Okay.
never gonna be older than I am. I'm not sure you know how age works. But
Okay. There is that.
Yeah, so they're always gonna be kids to me. They're gonna be like, gather around Uncle O, shitlings. Let me tell you about that time that your dad and I sat in a ball pit for 5 days.
5 days.
And they'll be like, oh, Uncle O, tell us about it. Like, that's the story, shitlings. That's it.
That was
I
it.
told it to you.
We were in a ball pit 5 days.
That's it. That's all there is to say.
Deep. And with
Maybe
that, I believe we scared away a good chunk of our viewers. I believe it's because it's lunchtime, or not lunchtime, dinner time on the East Coast right now.
Now bring me and you change your pants. Uncle O just shit his.
Oh, planning your incontinence in advance.
Yeah, with your kids.
Yep. So let's see, we covered Balls Deep. We talked about Dallas. I'm going down the list of things. Your next show, and we'll talk about this more. Like, we have a sketch cast this weekend with Chris Williams, who I do need to send a quick email to today to verify that he knows that Sunday is Father's Day. Yes. He may have forgotten that.
So to confirm if he can actually...
I will need to confirm that, make sure that he's still good to go for that show. But we do expect...
What about you?
Huh?
What about you?
Well, my family works around me. They love me.
Well,
we're going to go to Disneyland Saturday night, and then we're going to eat sausage on Sunday, and let me go to work on Sunday night.
by the way, I have some very good news for you, Dern.
Oh.
When I go to San Diego, I will let you take me to Disney after the convention.
You'd actually like to go to Disneyland?
I will let you take me.
You'll let me take me?
Yes, I will let you take me to Disneyland with the added knowledge that I have never been to Disney.
Are you letting me buy you a ticket too? Is that what you're telling me, or?
I don't really know how that works. I've never been there. I don't know how.
We would have to get you admission too, but yeah. I have the pass holder. I have the local pass holder thing. So when I go, it's like free parking, like a monthly rate. The thing is that if you live in Southern California, there's almost no reason not to get the pass holder discount for Disneyland, because the main things that are expensive there are the food inside the park, the cost to park, and then if you have to constantly buy your tickets. Whereas with the pass holder thing, the ticket costs like half. The monthly fee for the ticket costs about half of a one-day ticket.
Well, but you also told me that with your card thingy, like with your disturbing, like with your official I like Disney to a disturbing level membership card.
Yes, my passport. I get a 20% discount inside the park.
Yeah, but you also told me that eating became actually cheap.
Yeah, it's actually then you can it knocks it down to where it's like regular restaurant prices.
So after that I thought you know what, I might let Dern take me to Disney.
Okay.
It'll make him happy.
Yes, I might try to get you some of the secret things out there, and we'll go on some dumb rides and some good rides. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you'll have a lot of info.
Yeah, I've got some general ideas. Obviously, you'd want to see Star Tours. Probably, you'd want. I don't know. Have you ever done roller coasters before?
Okay, here's something a lot of people don't know about me because, well, I don't see why.
Yep.
Roller coasters are probably one of my favorite things in the world.
Okay.
I have only been on a decent roller coaster one time in my life, and just with that, I was at Cedar Point. It's a just roller coaster. It's a theme park that only has roller coasters in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, it had several world records. It had the most turns in a roller coaster at that time, and it also had the most speed and height.
Hmm.
At that, I think the speed and height one got knocked out like just a few years later. We're talking 2001. So,
Yeah. Okay.
and that was the last time I was on a roller coaster, and just with that, it was enough for me to say, this is one of my favorite things ever. I love this.
Okay.
I
So
have
you're
never
gonna
been
want
on a
to
roller
do.
coaster before that, and I have never been on a roller coaster since.
All right. So I'll try to get you Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, Matterhorn. Now that becomes also the debate then is like how much time do you want to spend at the park, and do I want to try to also bring you over across to California Adventure Park, which would give you Radiator Springs Racers and California Screaming.
I,
Um,
I have no idea what any of those things are, so
hmm.
think of it this way.
Yeah.
If I miss something, I probably won't know that I missed it.
Okay. That is a fair
And
point. I think we'll just do
so,
like the traditional Disneyland run, and you have to obviously you have to go on Pirates of the Caribbean, and obviously you have to do Haunted Mansion, and
and
those
you
are
obviously have to take me to Epcot.
I can't do that.
I know it's in Florida, but you got to take me.
Okay, someday. You know what? Hey, yeah, if there's any show that's in Orlando, Florida, or in that area that wants to bring us out as guests, let's make that happen.
Hey, does your like pass thing work in Orlando Disney, or is it
It's
just
a
for
cheap
California?
upgrade. It's a really small upgrade that I have to do to make it from a what I am now to a premier passport.
And that
Yeah.
would be so we could go to Euro Disney
Yeah, when you, well, maybe.
if it still existed.
Wait, I think it does.
Isn't it like an abandoned place?
No. Euro Disney's still active, and so is Hong Kong
Tokyo Disney.
and Tokyo.
Wait, there's Hong Kong and Tokyo? I thought there was just Tokyo and you made a mistake. You don't know this? This is
I, This is me looking it up real quick because I could swear there. And I should point out the way I'm looking it up is actually by looking up Pirates of the Caribbean to verify where it is. We keep calling it Euro Disney. It's Disneyland Paris,
I don't think that
but
exists anymore.
no, it's still active.
Really? I thought they abandoned that one. Like before it
It
like it was
opened in
just
'92, and in 2013 it had 10.4 million visitors, making it the most visited theme park in Europe.
well, what is it competing with?
Okay, it's the sixth most visited theme park in the world.
Again, what is it competing with?
In the
Like
world, it's
other
competing against like other Disneylands,
Yeah, that's what I
Six
was about to ask. Like, it's
Flags.
competing with other Disneys, basically.
Now, I'm actually kind of curious as to what those top parks are now. So let's fall down this Google rabbit hole.
I think there is one park in it's supposed to be like the biggest theme park in the world that um, it's also one of the oldest. I think I believe reading something like that.
So, top theme parks in the world. Number one, Disney World. That's Disney World, Tokyo Disney, Disneyland, and then Tokyo Disney Sea in oh gosh, Tokyo Disney Sea in Tokyo. And number five is Epcot at Disney World, and then number six is France. And Hong Kong Disneyland, yes, that does exist. It just doesn't have a Pirates of the Caribbean.
So the top theme parks in the world are all Disney.
You get to number 9 on the list. By the way, number 7 is Animal Kingdom Disney World, and then number 8 is Hollywood Studios Disney World. Number 9 is Universal Studios Japan, and then number 10 is California Adventure, which is really kind of an underrated park. And then a Universal Islands of Adventure is number 11. So of the top 11, 9 are Disneyland parks or Disney parks.
Well,
I'm a Disney homer, but at the same time, they're really good at putting together a theme park that's fun.
Here's my question.
Yeah.
Which one is Disney's sports team? Because I'm pretty sure they have to have one.
The sports themed one?
No, 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 no. Which of all the sports teams, like of the professional sports team, belongs
They
to Disney?
briefly owned the Anaheim Angels and the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. I believe they've actually divested themselves of ownership of both of those.
So they don't own sports teams
They don't
anymore?
own a sports team anymore now.
Oh.
I don't quote me on that one. I'm not going to check that up because, to be quite honest, I really have to poo.
Well, that's it for us for today.
So, did we just kill the show, or would you like to talk by yourself, Owen?
No, I actually have to get ready in any case. So.
Yes. So on that note, on that bombshell, for those
Well.
fans of Top Gear,
Bombshell.
it is a bombshell. I am Darren J. Gendron.
And I am O Abnormal. Thank you for listening.
And that, stay salty. I don't know. We need a sign off.
Well, we'll work on it.
Okay.
See you guys next time.
Have a good poo, ladies and gentlemen.